Hi, Sean. Thank you so much for coming to BizTalk. How are you today?
Ciao, Max. Very well. How are you doing?
Well, good. Thank you so much for coming. Before going straight to the business, would you like to give an introduction to yourself?
Sure. My name's Sean, originally from New York, lived internationally most of my adult life, just moved back to Manhattan with family. Been a Michelin Star chef for over 15 years. Thomas Keller had recommended me to Tetsuya's in 2009, which was the #4 restaurant in the world, and went for a year, stayed 8, ended up getting a marketing MBA, and was always searching for an opportunity. In combination with the Michelin Star experience, I had been working as a private chef, and I found the industry to be very analog. People sending online request forms, text chains, phone calls, and I thought that the industry could lend itself very well to automation, which is why we've created Gradito.
Let's go to Gradito, which is very Italian.
Inspired by Italian travels and the warm hospitality found while traveling Italy through Train Max.
Yeah, even the name is more than an adjective. It's very welcome in Italy, Gradito, which means very well done.
Right, precisely. And we want for our customers to feel welcome within their own homes.
Great. Let's talk about.
Okay, so it's an integrated software platform connecting users with trusted and talented private chefs and sommeliers for 2 to 12 people. Within the app, which is live on the App Store, customers are able to answer several preference-like questions, choosing genres while setting up a profile the way you would while setting up a Spotify account, answering simple yes/no questions based on preferences, types of cuisine. Some of the preferences can also be skipped, and we match you with a trusted and talented private chef based on our proprietary algorithm. All right, so in the Italian spirit of welcome, we are opening the doors to delicious and exclusive experiences. This application, built by a full-time development team, was inspired by the problems which I found working as a private chef and the lack of automation with the current system still being used. Customers lack the ability to instantly book vetted chefs or seamlessly browse based on geolocation. And the SaaS marketplace doesn't end with chefs. We are fine-tuning the algorithm so that it can closely match people with domestic help, housekeepers, nannies. Yeah. So each curated meal is based on several points of data collection, which can be used to further personalize the customer experience and understand buyer behavior. Affiliations with luxury brands and wine labels allow for endless marketing possibilities, offering in-app upsells and purchases for caviar, Gradito, strategic partnerships with wine labels, champagne. So present in 3 vertical markets, Gradito significantly improves service in 3 vertical markets. Our vision for Gradito in 5 years is for people to seamlessly browse event spaces with transparency in pricing, $12 billion industry, and a problem for people seeking event spaces at the moment. As I had mentioned earlier, we will be hyper-personalizing luxury ingredients based on the preference data which we collect within the app. $200 billion industry, the specialty food market. We feel that the attainable market is $2 billion. And hospitality pro staffing, multi-billion-dollar market, built on several analog factors, and we hope to automate the whole process. So currently, Gradito is taking 14% of each meal. We will also be offering a meal subscription plan. Value prop for the chefs is they're able to input their day rate and when they're able to work, and we get them booked. It's how we maintain quality with the most trusted and talented chefs in Manhattan. And from Manhattan to around the globe, we will be the go-to private chef service with which people place their trust. More on the affiliate marketing, hyper-personalizing the luxury food ingredients based on the preferences which we gather within the application. Here's a simple transaction for a 5-course meal. Chef earns, based on their minimum $550 day rate, the chef earns $762. $572. They have food costs given to them with their Stripe virtual card 48 hours before the event, and we take the $130 agency fee. So 6 million people earn our target demographic, which is about 400K in the US. And we feel that the aspirational market can be about twice that with our Gradito group billing. There's a large undefined market with people looking for private chefs. Go-to-market strategy, we have 550 names and emails, which we will release our targeted campaign on the 6th of March, offering a free bespoke wine pairing with each meal. And we feel that this can be a great success, as these are people who have used this type of service in the past. We will shoot a video at Julie on Greenwich at the Sky Club, luxury apartment building in the in Lower Manhattan, and we will target 300K household income on Hulu. This just touches on our customer data platform. Like any great startup, we're hoping to be a $100 million company in year 5. So this is the current private chef market, growing at a CAGR of 3.3%. Private chefs can earn six figures, all of them in all large market cities, and recruiters are taking 20 to 25%. Gradito takes a 14% agency fee, giving the chef more money, letting us retain top talent, and we are able to use our proprietary algorithm and not pay those salaries for the recruiters, which gives us a very sustainable business model. Some cross-selling opportunities, virtual sommelier pairings, mixologist add-ons, non-alcoholic drink pairings. In the B2B event space, we hope to target 50 event spaces by the end of next year, with transparency of pricing on our SaaS marketplace for customers looking for a venue up to 100 people. So myself, 15 years, world's best restaurant experience, marketing MBA from UTS in Sydney, Australia. Arnold, our co-founder and tech consultant, is spearheading an IoT movement in Europe. Very, very exciting. And working with Tatiana full-time, front-end, back-end specialist, and colleague Merrick is head of global innovation at Moet, and he's helped us out with the branding of Gradito. So as I mentioned, 400K household income is who we're targeting. Aspirational, undefined market can be much more. Proprietary algorithm, matching people with chefs, domestic help the way that Tinder does based on location preferences. It's quick, You can organize at the moment. You can organize a trusted and talented private chef within minutes on our iOS app. Some competitor shortcomings, all based on the analog fashion of the way in which they go about their business. Asking for 500K for 10%, 50% of that will be for general corporate purposes, 25% leaning into more developers, more R&D, and we'd like a human resource specialist, full-time human resource professional. Yeah, opening up to questions, Max.
Thank you, Sean. Let me ask you, in terms of pricing, do you have a minimum price for the chef, or they can decide any price?
So minimum pricing is 150 per person, and it scales based on the scope of the event, scope of the menu. Chefs are, and part of the value proposition for the chefs is they're able to set their minimum day rate. So they're not leaving the house for less than they feel that they are worth, and this adjusts the pricing. If a customer is strict with their budget, then they're matched with a different chef.
What about, how do the chef can promote themselves?
So we take care of all of the promotion and marketing within the application, and chefs, it's in the chef's best interest to perform well, as the highest rated chef matches with the customer first. So it's based on their rating system. Chefs are at the moment rated based on food and service. Sommeliers are rated on food and service, but we hope that this rating system can grow more sophisticated in time and match soft skills with what people are looking for, as it's such an intimate relationship welcoming someone into your own home.
Yeah, this was my next question, because I had some kind of experience in London, and we organized few private chef dinners with very nice, except one where the chef was extremely arrogant, and I had to stop it because it was a little bit too much. So the soft skills when it comes to this kind of level of bespoke service, I do believe matters a lot.
Sure.
So,
and that goes into our vetting process, our background checks, and as I mentioned, Max, it's within the vision to measure those soft skills based on an algorithm and match people to what they're looking for. If they would prefer someone soft-spoken, a quiet confidence, we hope to automate that matching process within our proprietary algorithm.
I mean, I saw your target client. They're pretty well-earning people, because private chef cannot be afforded by everyone. Do you fear that having such a niche market can be challenging the growth?
I think that there are enough, and the vision is global, Max. There are enough large market cities within the world, while staying within our niche, within our brand, to become successful as we move into verticals of hyper-personalized luxury ingredients. The luxury wine market is enormous. Monaco will be our first international stop, ideally in 3 years.
I mean, in terms of going to marketing, I believe, based on what you say so far, that you are moving city by city more than state by state, because this kind of people earning enough, because I think in UK they define rich people 150K. So pretty much everyone in your target is rich. So, but rich people are not that many in, let's say, countryside, suburbs. There are many of them than New York, London, Manhattan, Chicago, first in US, and after you go to San Francisco, and after you go to Singapore. So these are the kind of people that not only have the money, because I don't think money is enough. I think you need also to nurture the mentality, right?
Sure. The psychographics of our customers are searching for quality rather than price. So we're certainly leaning into that with the branding. New York City, we have many adjacent suburbs in New Jersey. We have Westchester, we have the Hamptons. So once the model is seamless here, then we move on, we expand.
In terms of scaling, you started now, as you said, we already talked a bit about in New York. Do you want to cover America before moving outside?
Sure. 6 big market cities: New York, Austin, Miami, San Francisco, San Diego, Chicago. Yeah, we hope to be seamless here in the States before we spread our wings internationally.
I mean, based on what is your business model, IP is not that important. I mean, at least for in my opinion. But when it comes to intellectual property, just to give a very short notice, is everything coming from your team, or you are using external sources?
Oh, it's all in-house.
That's great. That's great. Normally, companies like yours, many of them, they acquire from outside because the team is not skilled enough. They are more focused on let's say, the business side when it comes to this kind of startup. I'm very pleased you are also holding the technology, which is very important sometimes, but can also be not crucial. In terms of round, that's $500,000. We don't touch the valuation. I mean, this is your pre-seed, seed round. Have you done any round before?
Pre-seed.
And what you said already, would like to be more precise in terms, first of all, the investors you are looking for, because I do believe founders must have been very clear in mind what the investor they would like to welcome in their house.
Sure.
Because in the end of the day, they will be part of your cap table, and they will be part of your life for a while. And also, you must have in mind if you need money, or if you actually need what we normally call smart money, which is money and help, connections, even experience in this sector.
Sure. Great question, Max. Looking for a collaborative experience with a VC, someone who is experienced scaling internationally. Yeah, these are the criteria which we're looking for.
And let me close, as we have a limited time. What can be your message to investors? I mean, if you can tell, all right, I think you must invest in Gradito because what?
Oh, we are at the top of our games technically with our vision, and we are looking for someone to share the success with. The feeling of welcome within someone's home is so precious, and looking for an investor who believes in the sophistication of our matching process, our algorithms, and within the vision and the scope of Gradito going forward.
So I really wish you all the best to get 100 million company in a couple of years, and I hope in EquityMatch we can help you. Thank you so much, and have a good weekend, as today is Friday.
Thank you, Max. You as well.
Thank you.